Hey guys, welcome back. Aurabomb here, bringing you another episode of our TCGO live content. Now today, we're playing one of my favorite decks again. I've just been in the mood to play Pokemon, you know what I mean? Whenever you're in the mood to play Pokemon, you don't just build things for fun, you build things that you love playing, and I really love playing Blacephalon. Conveniently enough, I had a lot of people asking me to show off my Blacephalon list, and at the same time, Blacephalon did just win Collinsville Regional, a regional with over 1,000 players, so that's really cool. So I get to show off my list, which is very similar to his, which is really good. Made me feel good about myself. Before we get into the video, don't forget to take that like button out to dinner, man. Caress that like button. Show her or him that you care about that like button by clicking it at least once. Actually, any odd number of times. Because even would mean the like is gone, right? That's how it works. Anyways, answer the comment question of the day being, oh, by the time this is coming out, the Gen 8, because the Gen 8 thing is coming out, is going to be out tomorrow as the time I'm recording this, and this is not going to come out for a couple days, maybe like sooner than later, but we'll see. What's your favorite thing about the upcoming Gen 8? Which I'm assuming is happening, and if it does not happen, what was your favorite part about the Direct? we all know Gen 8's coming, it's exciting. But Blacephalon, one of my favorite decks to play of all time. I do want to mention one thing. My mic, this mute button is broken. Like, I can still mute it, but I have to go through this whole process of like sticking in this rod and Alright, I did it. Okay, cool. So I have to go through this whole process of like sticking in this metal rod I have to the back of the microphone because the mute button I had broke off. I need to find some super glue to fix it, but you guys know I clear my throat a lot when recording because I have some sinus issues, especially as I'm getting out of sickness. I'm going to do my best to make sure I don't do that as much, or if I do, I can fix in editing or something like that. If you hear me doing that, I do apologize, but let's go over Blacephalon. We all know what Blacephalon does. I'm just going to make this deck profile fairly quick. 3 Blacephalons. I like to play rescue structure on my Blacephalon list, so instead of playing 4 Blacephalons, I play 3. It reduces the odds of leading it, but the odds of leading Blacephalon are already low enough to where I don't think it matters. Bursting Burn, great attack, confuses, puts damage on your opponent, puts them in range of Mind Blow and easier. For instance, Zorak takes 2 damage, so that means that they only have to remove 4 energies instead of 5 to not take a knockout with Mind Blowing, which by the way, 5, for every fire energy you put in the lost zone on your board, you do 50 damage, so actually it can load up quite quickly, especially with Knocking Adele. And Burst GX means you can discard a prize card, which is essentially the same thing as taking a prize. If it's an energy, you can attach it. We're playing 3 of those, 1 Ditto and 1 Grimer, so that we can pretty much guarantee get up Muck on matchups that we need to get out Muck. It's really important to get out Muck right now with Jirachi being everywhere. Although I will say that there's one thing I have, excuse me, I have wanted to make a couple cuts in this deck list. And every time I look at things I want to cut, I always look at the Muck line because I want to increase the consistency of this deck. And I just feel like if I removed Grimer, Muck, and kept Ditto and added a Poipole, it might help. I just feel like I've been able to beat Zapdos without it, but it's so strong when it works. So I know I'm just trying out a bunch of stuff, but for the time being, I am trying out the 1/1 Muck line. This is impossible. Alright, there we go. 2 Marshadow. Marshadow is just very strong, especially in the deck that plays for Mysterious Treasure. The loses just a powerful ability. Helps you draw whenever you're in like a really awkward spell in this deck, which is the problem with running a deck that plays 15 energies is that you're going to have lots of hand with just too many energies in them. So it's nice having that Marshadow around. And a 3/3 lineup Poipole. I was playing a 3/4. I was playing a 4/3. I had to make cuts because the biggest issue I've had with this deck is actually just not having enough draw supporters. Not being able to draw out of situations as well as I would like. So I decided to actually cut out the 4th Knockin' Adele and put in an Erica in this deck. And I feel like that's helping out the most. I was also playing around with the numbers of Erica and Lily and Cynthia and stuff like that. And I just found that like, even though the deck that did just win Collinsville only played 2 Lilies and 2 Ericas, I just hated not having Lilies because Turmoil Lily plays are so strong, and not to mention Lilies are just generally good in this deck, especially since you have so much discard options and it's easy enough to thin your hand down to 0. And it's just another draw support. It's a little bit more reliable than Erica, although Erica is more powerful when it works. So that's my give and take. 1 Lele, and that's it for the Pokemon line. Fairly simple. I guess I should mention that I am playing the Spit Poison Poipole. Putting a poison damage counter on things like Zorak is the same thing like I mentioned earlier. Puts them in a range of 200 instead of 210, which makes it easier for Blacephalon to take knockouts. I like it more than the looking at your prize card attack because I feel like it just does more for your game to help you win as opposed to what that attack does. And then Naganadel is a Psychic type attacker that can use Turning Point and knock out things. It's actually kind of important to mention that with a Beast Energy, you actually knock out Zapdos with Naganadel without having the boosted damage with Turning Point's attack boost. But so it is actually kind of useful to keep that in mind because Naganadel will be attacking at some point in that matchup. And yeah, that's it for the Pokemon line. I think I mentioned everything. Yeah, okay, we're gonna move on. I'm playing 4 Beast Rings. I know most of my deck lists have never played 4 Beast Rings, but it's just so important to play 4 now that we're dealing with these tag team beasts. So I'm actually playing 4 Beast Ring now, so that's something new. 1 energy switch. I want to make this 2, and I'm going to continue playing around with the numbers in this deck until I've perfected this deck, but I'm playing 1 right now. I really missed playing 2 though. 2 is so good, but then I had to cut out 1 for Grimer. One card I'm back and forth about whether it works or not is Choice Band. I think Choice Band is really strong, especially in a meta where like Blacephalon just won, so I'm assuming there's going to be even more Blacephalon in the board. So it's actually really nice to have Choice Band to attack with Blacephalon. Choice Band is good since there's more like fighting type stuff out there, so Naganadel can take Okos. And overall, it's just good in a Zorak meta where you want to increase your damage output without having to like discard as many energies. So overall, just a good card. 1 Stretcher, like I mentioned earlier. Actually, I think I already, yeah, okay, 1 Stretcher. 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Treasures. What else did I talk about? 1 Heat Factory and 2 Ultra Space. I guess the next card I might cut is 1 Ultra Space as well, but I just really like having 3 stadiums and decks to deal with these other Prism Star stadiums are running around. 4 Cynthia, 1 Erica, 3 Guzma, and 4 Lily. I really miss having 4 Guzma, but 3 works, so just make sure to never discard them. 1 Choice Band, 1 Beast, and 14 Basics. This is the first time I'm playing the deck with 14 energies because we've had to make cuts. Like, I need you to understand that this is the kind of deck I wish I was playing 65 cards in. I would play an extra Poipole, an extra Erica, an extra Energy Switch, an extra Energy, and an extra Guzma. But unfortunately, that's not how the game works. So 60 card deck, and an extra Choice Band too. There's so many cards in this deck. It just comes down to what do you appreciate more. Like how, like, Blacephalon's a fairly simple deck, right? Blacephalon's a fairly simple deck, but it really comes down to what do you prefer, like what matters more to you in the deck, and what matters more to you as far as like how to approach the meta. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I was the kind of the guy, like right now I'm still afraid of Zorak, right? So I want to make sure I can beat Zorak, which is why I'm playing the Choice Band. If you're the kind of person who's just like, I'm not afraid of Zorak at all, then you can cut the Choice Band, and you can play other stuff and go from there. If you're not afraid of Jirachi Zapdos or Marshadows or Muck of your own or anything like that, then you can cut out the Muck line. And this is a really good opening hand. Holy crap, look how good this opening hand is. If only we were going first, man. This hand would be super lit if we were going first. But yeah, it all comes to personal preference. That's the word I was looking for. Personal preference. We're even getting a mulligan. This is crazy. What are we playing against? Something with Stall and Poison. That's really annoying, actually. Oh well, let's see what we're playing up. I mean, if they're playing max pots, that's pretty good for us because we can actually take advantage and do a bunch of like Okos. Hopefully they lead with something really tanky and big and fat. That's what I want to see. Ooh, Cynthia top deck's not bad either. Ooh, that's a really good top deck for me to see. Now we just have to make sure that we don't have more than 3 items in our hand. I really want to... I mean, we're going to Bursting Burn this thing probably. He can't GX me this turn. He can maybe GX me next turn thanks to a Confusion, if he doesn't get confused, that is. But like, I'm assuming this is like the Amistar build, Gengar Amistar, or maybe it's just like Gengar Stall. That's another thing as well, with the Poison and some Vipers. Regardless, though, I'm definitely gonna take advantage of this, of him having a tag team down, and try to get down probably a second Blacephalon just in case. Couple Beast Rings in hand in case he does somehow manage to take a crazy knockout here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of a Lily because we're gonna use one anyways. Get another Poipole, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna get down Grimer. I kind of feel like it's gonna be important at some point. I probably should have discarded the energy, but it's fine. This means less items potentially depending on how we draw. And we drew 3 items, so he's not taking a knockout. And I'm kind of okay with this hand. So I'm just gonna Bursting Burn here. If he stays burned, then we only need to discard 5 energies. And luckily, it doesn't activate the Poison Barb, which is cool. And he did not stay burned. Dude, they never stay burned. Have you guys noticed that? With Beast Energy, it's actually kind of awkward because, like, we need an Ultra Ball top deck. With Beast Energy, team always gonna look at my hand so he knows he can't take a knockout. That sucks. No, my Beast Energy, no! No, my Beast! Not the Beast. Not the Beast. Oh, but luckily he hits himself into Confusion, so it's actually a lot easier to take a knockout now. Let's go ahead and just start digging. Get ourselves a Naga and Adele here. I think we can just win as long as we can get one more Naga down. Because I can't guarantee a draw supporter, I'm probably going to start this turn with Cynthia and maybe use Mars Shadow. But as long as I can get one more energy in the discard, no, as long as we can get one more Naga and Adele, we just win because we hit 200 for game. So let's see. We didn't get it. Oh, this boy is lucky. Just in case. I'm debating if I want to play down this Alolan Muck. Because if I play down this Alolan Muck, I lose my Lele and Marshadow, and my hand's pretty bad right now. We did whiff. Maybe I should have Marshadowed first. I feel like that would have been even greedier. We have the Beast Energy in hand. We have 3 trainers. He's not taking a knockout. I'm just gonna burst GX. He has access to potions, which is why this is kind of important. I'm a little bit sad that we whiffed. Ultra Space is gone too, which kind of sucks. I'm actually kind of upset that we whiffed because we had Ultra Space, two treasures for Ultra Balls. We had outs. We even had Marshalls to help us dig a little bit deeper. And there's a Shuckle. Shuckle's a problem, but as long as we have 3 energies. So as long as we manually attach one more, we should be okay. It looks like he's not getting rid of the energies outside of like Enhanced Hammer, I guess. He's playing Seviper, so maybe now we get the Muck down. I don't know. We haven't attacked him yet, so we're not poisoned yet. But I would love to take 3 prizes off this boy. Oh, there's the hammer. Don't work. Don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't do it. And Horror House, so I can't play any cards, but I can use my ability at least. And I can still attack, but he's banking on the knockout. I still take a knockout here, so like, this works for me. And I'm just gonna Beast Ring next turn anyways. So I'll take my 3 prizes here, and then after that I just double Beast Ring and kind of win, don't I? This is a knockout, right? I'm not missing anything. I'll take my 3 prizes. Come here and Horror House me, I dare you, or Poltergeist me. I dare. I do dare. So we just have to take 1 more GX prize when we win the game. We have a really good hand for it, so unless he Marshadows me here, we're pretty set. Because all we have to do is Beast Ring twice onto the active, and then we just attack and win. So that's pretty cool. He already GX'd me too, so there's no shenanigans going to happen with that. Show me a switch into an energy switch right now, and then attack for knockout. Well, he's not knocking me out, so we're not going to be able to use Beast Ring quite yet. We can't even attack him, really. Do I turn off? I mean, I want him to knock me out, so I don't think it matters what I do here. I guess I should probably keep thinning my hand, but I don't have a way to thin it outside of putting down Muck, which is not something I want to do. No. Yeah, if I had Ultra Ball, I'd play it, but I don't have it, so... Whatevs. We'll just pass. As soon as we get knocked out, we win, so... And we're gonna get knocked out after this turn, which is why I'm not playing the Muck. Alright, show me a Guzma to knock this out, and then let me win the game. Actually, I don't necessarily win the game, because I still need to draw an energy. If he does Guzma this or something like that. If he doesn't Guzma this, I win anyways, right? But he didn't Guzma because he played Lily. So that's pretty good for us. And well played, good sir. Show him the power of the beast. The rings. The power of the rings. The power of the rings. And I just hit for this thing for weakness, so it doesn't even matter what I do. 1, 2. And just 2 more for good luck. And I have to make sure I have at least 2 energies after I finish attacking, and he is weak to me, so I mean 3 energies, so we have to mind blown here for just the 2. Yeah, so regardless of what happened, even I mean we could have technically Guzma there too, but we got the game there. So let's go ahead and move on to game 2, and hopefully we keep this good luck going. I was trying to grind the ladder the other day with Ultra Necro. I've been playing so much Ultra Necrozma, guys. I guess I could probably make a video about it, but like because I haven't been able to stream as much, just because I've been sleeping early because I'm sick. I've been just playing really early in the morning, because when I sleep early, I wake up early. You know how it is. And I have class, but I've generally been waking up like an hour and a half earlier than I have to leave the house. So just kind of stay in bed, keep relaxing, and excuse me, and just play Ultra Necro until I pass out, pretty much, or need to get up. I've been loving Ultra Necro, man. It's such a good deck. I guess I could show off my list. If you guys want to see the list, let me know. I still have to finish building Garchomp Lucario for you guys, because I know you guys wanted to see Garchomp Lucario. It's gonna be a couple videos. You guys have already seen Pikarom, which I hope you guys like that list. I worked hard on that list. Although now I kind of want to add a Jolteon to the list, only because of how well Vileplume did. We're playing against Zoroark, so what do we want to do? We want to get down Ditto, Ultra Ball for Ditto. We want to keep the B-String alive. He's playing some weird build that plays Coco, but skateboarding the Zoro as well. But I guess we just Bursting Burn here to put this Coco in range later of something. Oh, he's also playing Gliscod, which is just easy money for us. But at the same time, we're going to be trading knockouts, so I have to make sure I have plenty of Blacephalons down. Luckily, we top deck this, and I am going to use this to get down Poipole. Early setup is important. We have 1 Poipole prize. We have Ditto. We do have Ditto. We have all of our Blacephalons, which is actually pretty good. We also have Treasure. We have all of our energies. We have the Choice Band, which is huge, and the Beast Energy, which is pretty big. So we're going to just spend this turn setting up. We'll keep the Treasure around as well. Let me grab Ditto here. As long as we have the Stadium, we should be able to get Blacephalon if we need to. I don't really think we're going to need... what's it called this game? Muck this game, so I'm not going to bother getting down the Muck. I don't see any Giratina potential. Maybe mid-game, if I feel like we might need the Muck, I'll put it down, but hopefully we don't need it. And we'll Cynthia here. We'll keep as many B-Strings in the deck as possible, because that's pretty much how you win this matchup. This hand's very strange. I want a manual attachment, and I want to get me a second Poipole down. So let me go ahead and do that. And boom. There we go. All 3 Poipoles and a thing in the active. Hopefully he doesn't somehow manage to take a knockout next turn. There are ways that he can, but it's pretty unlikely. And we thinned our deck by quite a bit. So that's really helpful as well, because that means that it gives us higher chances of... Oh look, he finally stayed Bird for the first time. It's exciting for me, because that puts him in range of Naga if he gets 1 more burn damage, but I'm sure he's going to switch his turn. So he's playing Coco because of the Gliscod. Gliscod's pretty good still. I think right now it's really good because it's Zapdos. You can take Okos and Zapdos with these, but at the same time, like, why do you play Gliscod? You could take Okos and Zapdos with just Zoroark if they're not playing Sudowoodo or anything like that. So you have ways to, you know... Oh no! My space! For Life Forest, huh? Interesting. It works with Pokemon with grass. Oh, it's grass Pokemon, not with grass energies. Okay, cool. So he's probably just going to damage me this turn. Jirachi as well, huh? Jirachi and Zoroark. This man wants it all. So I guess with this, I maybe should put down the... Oh, he's going to knock out a Poipole here. Or Ditto. Or a Poipole. Surprised. I might try to get down the Muck, but at the same time, I kind of want to have 2 Nagas down if I want to win this game. With 2 Nagas and a Choice Band or a Beast here, we can take a knockout. Assuming we get 2 energies down there, which we have 3, so that's pretty good. There's a Muck. I will just put this down. No, I can't put it down. We have to Lily this turn. Let me start with Naga. This is how I win this game, so I might as well just abuse it. Alright, Lily, help me out, buddy. We can also Marshadow if we need to dig deeper. All we need is a manual attachment and a Choice Band or a Beast Energy here, one or the other. There's another Blacephalon, that's pretty good. Another Naga, which I will use. I will grab. The question is, do I want to Marshadow? I need to dig because I don't have much going on for me. If I Marshadow... Okay, so I'm not going to take a knockout if I attach a basic energy. I need to somehow get Beast Energy or Choice Band. If I attach this basic energy, it gives me higher odds to find the Choice Band, kind of. But I need to, I'm trying to think if it's worth attaching or not off of Marshadow. I'm only drawing 4. It's kind of 50-50. Regardless, I whiff a knockout if I attach and I don't get the choice band. So I think I will risk the choice band and energy or the beast energy here. Although, to be fair, yeah, I'm okay with this play because, well, I'm not really okay with it because we actually kind of whiffed. Do I grab one more Poiple? Is that worth? I mean, we have Naga in hand. It might be worth. The reason why I'm okay with this play is because I was going to take a knockout regardless, right? So, since I wasn't going to take a knockout anyways, I'm not too worried about this play. I'll just Bursting Burn here to put him in range after I use some Naganadels. The only thing that sucks is I don't have any energy, actually. So, in hindsight, I could have attached. Although, if anything, I probably would have attached to the bench one. We have B-String, though. If he does somehow manage to take another knockout this turn with a Guzma, then we can just B-String and take a knockout that way. We have a Naganadel in hand as well, and a Guzma. Now, do I want to burst? Probably not. I'm going to Bursting Burn. Put him in range. What was Burst GX and Bursting Burn? That's kind of confusing, huh? Because they're both burst. Huh. Well, regardless, he stayed burned again! Bro, this game is crazy. If he stays burned one more time, then that's like 160 damage, which is pretty big. I mean, that means he has 60 damage on him, which is pretty big because that's only 5 energies, or 3 energies hit 150. So that's really useful. So the question is, after this game, do I feel like it's worth playing the choice band? I think I can maybe cut the choice band altogether. I just feel like because there's going to be more Blacephalon, and because people are playing Lucario and Buzzwole and fighting stuff in general in this meta because of Pikarom, it might be worth continuing to have the choice band because then Naganadels can take Okos on them and then Blacephalons can take Okos on Blacephalons easier. And there's just a lot of benefits to playing the choice band. Alright, give me one more knockout, buddy. Just Guzma up, a Naga, or a Marshadow, or a Poiple. Guzma something so I can B-String. Oh, he's gonna do it! Guys, he's doing it. Don't know why he's doing it. I guess, to be fair, it does even up the game for him. But who's he knocking out? Oh, he's gonna weaken the Naga? He can't Oko the Naga, can he? Unless he can't play Kukui, he played Guzma. And he doesn't have that stadium down, he's playing the Life Force, so... Is he just going to retreat? Because if he retreats, I just reattach the energy. I guess this means that I'm in range of like Giratina or something. So there is a method to this man's madness. I can tell. Well, if he doesn't take a knockout, I'm just gonna retreat and attack again with Bursting Burn. Yeah, we'll take a victory there. All right, cool. So far, I kind of feel like we don't really need the choice band. But one card I really want to play in this deck, like really bad, if I can make room for it, is Lucia to get both the Beast Energy and the Heat Factory, because it's like almost equivalent to drawing 3 if you have a Fire Energy in hand, which is really cool to me, and it gets you like a guaranteed Beast Energy. You already play Lele, so if you need a guaranteed Beast Energy that turn, then it works out. We actually started Blacephalon all 3 games, which is kind of wild, and this hand's really good for next turn too. Because we get to keep a Cynthia, we get to discard whatever we draw, attach an energy, and Lily for 4. That's still pretty decent. And we're getting a mulligan here, which might be good depending on how we draw. We're playing against something with Beast Energy. Might be Ultra Necro with Adventure Bag Tech, I guess. That's an option. I guess Adventure Bag isn't bad in Ultra Necro because it gets you both Beast Energy and Choice Band. And I know some lists are trying to incorporate Spell Tag to put spread damage on Zapdos so you can knock them out easier. I don't really like the idea that much because it overall ruins your consistency, and I'm a huge fan of Spell Tag. I think Spell Tag is a great card, but not in Ultra Necro. I feel like it would have to be a little bit more focused. Maybe play it on like just regular Giratina. That's a really good top deck. I'll take that. That's a really good mulligan, and we're going first too, which is pretty big. Yeah, there's the Ultra Necro, and this is actually really good too because we get the Force of Fire Energy in the discard pile. Get another Poiple. See what's prized. Looks like we have all of our Pokemon so far. I don't think we prize anything. I think that's all of our Pokemon. How many energies are in the deck? We have all of our energies, all of our Pokemon. How many draw supporters? Because it actually kind of matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 draw supporters, 4 Ultra Balls, and 2 treasures. So that's 12 outs just in case, as well as a Lele and a Marshadow. So 2 Marshadows and a Lele. So just in case, that is going to be 15 outs if we ever put ourselves in an awkward situation. something to keep in mind. We have what do we have prized? We have a Lily in hand, a Cynthia in hand. So we have a Cynthia prized, and that's it really as far as draw boards, huh? Pretty nice. We do have a treasure prized, I know that much. Prism taking a turn 1 knockout is fairly impossible, so I'm actually just going to abuse this turn and go for turn 1 Lily. We got 2 Ultra Balls, a couple Fire Energies. I know we have one more Poipole in the deck. It might be worth getting it, to be honest, but I don't want to lose this many Fire Energies. You know what? We're gonna play Cynthia next turn and probably find a Fire Energy anyways. So I'm actually gonna spend this turn just getting the last Poipole, and hopefully, we don't whiff next turn and we can get ourselves some treasures and Nagas. And how many Ultra Spaces are prized? Do we have? We have 1 Ultra Space prize as well. So hopefully we can get ourselves a couple Nagas, an attachment. We have Beast Energies and the Beast Rings in the deck, I should say. So we're actually pretty set there. Fairly good turn 1. Fairly good turn 1. I like it. I'm a fan. Metal Energy, and the best part is he has, oh, he's on a Marshami. That's fine. Like I said, we have a lot of outs. -1 this time because we did lose the Ultra Ball, but we have all of our other outs. We have 15, 14 outs in the deck now. That's not looking good, but we'll get out of this, I'm sure. 14 outs is quite a few amount of outs. Like I said, the only thing we had prized was 1 Lily, was 1 Cynthia, right? We have 9 draw supporters, -2, so that's 7. And then we have Marshadow and Thing and Lele, so that's 10. 2 Marshadows and a Lele. And we have 1 treasure prize, right? So we should have 8 more, but we played 1 treasure and 1 Ultra Ball, so it's -3 with the 1 prize. So that's 15. So, but I think there was actually 2 treasures prize then. I know there was something prize. All right, it's actually kind of awkward if I don't get a turn 1 Naga, because then he does successfully stall me. He's gonna Marshadow again. Oh, that's really good for us. Don't really know why he did that, but still no outs. All right, game. You're really doing great right now. You know, I actually reduced the number of Fire Energies in this deck specifically for this reason in particular, because I don't like being like awkwardly trapped like I am with so many Fire Energies early game, but you need to have these Fire Energies in the discard pile regardless, right? So you have to play a bunch. So I was playing 15. I'm actually pretty happy with 14. Oh, we top deck. See, exactly what I was talking about. All right, so how do we do this? So we're going to attach the Beast Energy here, right? So I don't want to attach anywhere else. If I get Choice Band, I can Oko these things. He's probably going to Oko me the following turn, though, if he sets up some Mallies. Do I want to use the Beast Ring now? Kind of. It makes knocking out Marshadow easier, while keeping my energies on my Nagas, so I can take knockouts with Nagas. Sure, whatever, why not? And let's see if this Marshadow comes in clutch. I know I'm helping my opponent, but I need to draw stuff. Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted to see. This gets us a guaranteed Naga. And a Cynthia as well. I'm just trying to see. We don't want to lose too many energies, but we at the same time we want to lose some. All right, so we at least get a knockout here, which is all that matters. Because I can burst later to even up the prize trade. But hopefully we can bump that stadium as well. I want to try to get down Heat Factory or Ultra Space. Speaking of which, that worked out quite nicely. This also gets us a Beast Ring, which means the second Blacephalon is going to be pretty handy. We also have the Choice Band too, so now I wish I saved that attachment, but it's fine. Charging up here. I'll save this Ultra Ball because I still want to. I don't need to do anything else this turn. We can just retreat and take a knockout with just a 1 energy removal using the Blacephalon. If he does take a knockout next turn, we have Beast Ring and Choice Band. Choice Band doesn't really do much though in this matchup because it means 190 versus 180 doesn't really matter much. If we can burst GX, then we can put it be at a... Actually, if we take a knockout on Ultra Necro, we're going to be at a 3 prize turn, which is good. Which means that this will be able to hit for 160, 190 with the Choice Band. So actually, I'm just going to put the Choice Band on Naga Nadel because that feels the most useful. If I can take 1 knockout with a Blacephalon, that seems like the best play, honestly. That doesn't matter too much. He's going to hit 180 regardless with 2 energies. That just means he hits 210, so whatever. The question is, can he get 2 energies on this? Does he play... He needs to play like Switch, Double Mally, or I guess single Mally. He has ways to do it. Actually, it's probably better for him to just like double Mally onto this, manual attach a metal, and then play a switch, if he can pull that off. If he can't pull that off, then we actually get a pretty successful turn here. I can get down a second Blacephalon now ahead of time, so I can easily go into it if he doesn't take a knockout here. If not, I am pretty sure I take a knockout, right? With the choice band, I take a knockout. So it might actually be worth attaching the choice band to this thing, because it does 60 more damage, meaning that if I just discard 3 energies, which is easy enough to do, like I'm going to do right now, then I don't actually have to lose my beast energy in the process. Because like I mentioned earlier, beast energy is still bugged. I'm just gonna grab a Cephalon, or yeah, I'm gonna grab a Cephalon. I really need that third Naga right now. And I like the Lily play here as well. I don't think I need the Heat Factory right now, actually. I'm just trying to think about it. And I'm trying to think if it's even worth. Because I could just Ultra Ball Lily while keeping the choice band on one of these boys. Because I feel like this is going to be kind of important having a choice band here. It might actually make me win. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't really do that though. I need to get down that third Naga. How do I do that? I don't want to lose anything in my hand. Actually, I guess I do have to bump the stadium, huh? We have the Ultra Ball in hand anyways. We'll bump that stadium. We'll Heat Factory... Do I Lily first? We'll Heat Factory first. I think I can hold on to that Lily just in case. Yeah, let me go ahead and just do this. And I want to keep a manual attachment around. So we have everything we need right now. So I'm actually going to toss the Ultra Ball as well. It makes me have less outs in case I get Marshadowed again. But this way I can actually take the knockout without having to remove too many energies off my board. Because we have... Can you just go, please? Because I feel like the choice band's too important on Naganadel for me to just not abuse that. So so what happens with Beast Energy being bugged right now is that so Beast Energy increases your damage output by 30, right? And also counts as a fire energy, and the damage goes through even after, the damage boost goes through even after you discard it. So if I were to discard this fire energy, if I were to discard this beast energy as a fire energy right now, on TCGO it would tell me it only does plus 50 damage, but in reality it does plus 80 damage still. So mind blown here. Gotta get rid of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all we need now is a manual attachment, and we take a knockout with Naganadel and Choice Band if he brings up the other dude, which he might just do here. Because we're on a turning point turn, and then we can win with the GX attack. And we have a really good hand for next turn, combined with Beast Ring and access to Draw Supporter, Choice Band. Treasure can thin the deck if I need to find more fires. I actually have to be careful not to run out of fires. We have 3 on board, 5 in the discard pile, meaning we still have 7 left, assuming none are prized, which we know none are prized. So we have 7 left in the deck. That's a pretty good amount. 1, 2, 3... No, 8. So we have 6 left in the deck. No. 8. 1, 2... Yeah, 6. 6 not counting the Beast Energy, because Beast Energy doesn't count. So 6 energies left in the deck. Ooh, Dawnwing is going to GX me, and I don't have a Guzma. So that's actually really awkward, I'm not going to lie. And it's a really good play on my opponent's part. Because that means I won't... Unless I top deck Guzma here, I could also try to get Marshadow. I might have to try to get Marshadow here. Yeah, I think I actually have to. So change of plans. Although, like, it's also kind of rough because do I Beast Energy onto my Naganadel? Or do I Beast Energy onto Blacephalon? I think what I'm going to do is actually Beast Ring, not Beast Energy. Beast Ring onto Naganadel and just try to find a Guzma. We haven't played one yet, and they're all in the deck, I think. Actually, I didn't double check the Guzma count. But I'm assuming he's going to GX me here with Naga. With Necrozma, with Beast Energy too. That's actually kind of scary. Get hit with that 180 number and take a knockout next turn too. So I really need to find Guzma this turn. We have plenty of energy. We have 2 down there, so we can put up any random Naga just in case. If we top deck Guzma, that's best case scenario. If not, then we just have to make do, I guess. Let's top deck Guzma though. Come on, I believe in us. I believe in us. Guzma top deck. Let's get it! Oh, I got really excited. This actually does help a little bit though. We can't bench this Blasef, but we can double Beast Ring without having to have it. This thins the deck by 2. And means we don't have to worry as much about drawing an energy. Choice Band here. I'm gonna lose Lily in this case and try to find Guzma. So we thinned the deck as much as we could. Oh, what am I talking about? I have a freaking Lele. God, this card's amazing. Sometimes I forget Lele exists and I'm just so happy. Alright, cool. So we're actually pretty set here. Come here, Ultra Necro. You're my boy. You are my boy right now. Dude, I swear to God, I forget about Lele. Because I've been playing so many decks without Lele recently. Oh, this card's so good. What was I thinking? This card does work. We have exactly 3 prizes, right? And we hit 160, which is 190. So, okay. Just making sure I'm not messing anything up. Let's double charge up here. And that means Blacephalon can, like, finish the game off next turn. Actually, we finished the game off with just another Guzma as well. If he doesn't take a knockout here and chooses to knock this out instead. If he gets a choice bane, he does knock this out with Dawn Wings, right? Yeah, this plus 60 damage. Turning point. Yep, for knockout. And then all we got to do is burst GX for game. If we can do that, that would be nice. We just have to find another fire energy. There's some cards that we don't need. All we need is to find one of our 2 remaining fire energies in the deck. Or energy switch, actually. Energy switch can win us the game too. So we have 3 outs. As long as we keep this hand, because we get to use the Cynthia, we can bench our ultra space card as well. If we can top deck another treasure or ultra ball, that could be useful just for thinning our hand as well, so we can find more outs. We also have another Marshadow in case we need to bench that. We can bump his stadium as well, so that's pretty good. He's playing a weird build, both Mysterious Treasure, or both Viridian Forest and Ultra the Moon. I do actually kind of like Dawnwing still, especially in a meta where you're playing Marshadow GX in your decks. I know not every deck's playing Marshadow GX, but the decks that have been doing well have been playing Marshadow GX in Ultra Necro. And if you're playing Dawnwings, it's actually a pretty good attacker, and Dawnwings' GX attack is still very good. You're not going to be using Ultra Necrozma's GX attack every game, so being able to use that one is really strong as well. There's an Erica for another +6. He's playing Erica too. That's another card I'm playing in mine. I'm playing 1 Erica. I just feel like 1 Erica in most decks is just definitely not bad. He is playing Spell Tag. I do really like Spell Tag. It's just kind of, excuse me. I think Spell Tag for Zapdos is pretty strong, but if he's not taking if he's not taking a knockout here, I win. So well played, sir. No matter what, I just GX you. So and there's the energy switch I was talking about as well. He has no way to stop the game. I have my counter right there. I get to flip. I get to flip. Flip-a-roni. GX me, I dare you. I think you forgot how Blacephalon worked. You know, I should do damage, but I'm just going to GX it and make it real quick. And hit him with the burst. And there's my Grimer. Could you imagine if I was playing against Zapdos right now? I had both Grimer and Muck prized. That would be funny. Anyways, I think we're going to call that a video. It's a fairly short video, but I think we got 3 games in, right? And they're all pretty, like, decent games in the meta right now. I didn't get to play against Zapdos, but, like, I told you all the outs we had for Zapdos. We play the Muck, which slows them down tremendously. This can burst, both burst GX and bursting burn to take your prizes, put things in range. And of course, Naganadel can knock out things if you use the Beast Energy. Choice Band, even though it was really useful in that game, I feel like we could have still won if we just Guzma'd and took a knockout with Blacephalon there. So, sure he would have GX'd me, but then we had to find the other Blacephalon. So like, I'm off and on about the Choice Band. Like, I just feel like it's really good, but it depends how the meta shifts. And I think I'm going to keep it for the time being, but I might drop this for another energy switch. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe just another energy switch. I don't know. Regardless, the card is good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. The deck is good. I'm very happy with my list. I'm very happy with my list. It was fairly consistent. We started Blacephalon all 3 games and never clumped, which is impressive because I tried recording a video before this one and the audio corrupted, but I clumped every game until like, and this was like a while ago. This wasn't recently. And I stopped playing it. But then I made a couple changes. I added my lilies back, and I dropped the Erica count down to 1. So now I have 9 instead of 8 draw supporters. And ever since then, it's been working out a lot better. So I'm pretty happy with the deck list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to answer comment question A for a chance to win some team up codes. And don't forget to take that like button out for dinner. She appreciates you, and you should appreciate her, or him, however you want to see the like button. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.